easily one of the most useful things that I've had that I got set up when I was getting all this ready for my recovery. Yeah, the grabber. I'm not grabbing Kitty. We'll let her continue resting over there. But for real, what a wonderful tool. I only wish I had one that was stronger, because I am not going to be able to pull those baskets of laundry over here. But what I can do is prop them up on the scooter and get them over here. The kids brought them up for me, but I didn't want them like here in the path, and I didn't want them on the couch, so that was the only place for them to leave them. Maybe I can plan a better system, I don't know, but I've decided I am ready to start, contributing with the chores again. Laundry, absolutely I can do. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get them over here. Maybe if I'm like sitting on the scooter and dragging with this, but I don't want it to break this either, but thinking out loud, trying to drag the baskets over with me so that I can fold them here, and then the kids will put them away when I get home. That's my biggest goal for today, besides finishing getting ready for the day, is to fold all of that laundry. Then my goal for tomorrow is to clean off the table, yikes, and then to start on the Christmas, so that then I can get the Christmas stuff out of here that I got down for, so that I could get the Christmas stuff done while I was convalescing. Anyway, but come on. This is the thing that you need to have. You need this, some scary shows, medications, to put your foot up, to ice it, to have a kitty cat, to have amazing family and friends that are so helpful. You need to plan stuff out ahead of time. Try to consider all potential needs. Unless you're able to give step-by-step directions for your family to find them. You need to have a lot of patience. But really, this is the number one thing that I have found has been the absolute most helpful, especially when I'm on my own. Another really good thing that I did in preparing for recovery was to get these pill trays that have your mornings and nights. I've started refilling them, and like I said, we are a week out, so yeah, it's time to refill. So I've started, and then I didn't like the way that I was doing it, and it just makes more sense to have one pill at a time and go through rather than filling each individual day with the different pills. I don't know, whatever works for you, but I'm finding, as long as I'm careful and not too shaky and, dumping stuff out everywhere, that it makes sense to do just one of the pills at a time through all of them. But that is kind of a pain, because then you've got to open and close these. So, I don't know. If you have a better way, please tell me. But that is one of the main chores that I am doing today, is getting these set up, because it's so handy. These are just so handy. I'm going to carry on doing these well after my recovery, because they are just so darn handy. Realistically, I will probably not put on a face of makeup, but what I can do and am going to do is my nails. They need it desperately, and I know that it will have a huge impact on just, my well-being. And a huge part of your recovery, besides the physical aspect, is your emotional and mental well-being, so that your body can put all of its energy towards the physical recovery. So self-care is absolutely vital, but up until today, I just haven't really been up to much in the self-care department. I've been more in kind of a survival mode with the, immediacy and intensity of the initial pain. But now that we are a week out, I am starting to feel I can't go out dancing, but I can do my nails. Okay, I know, I look disgusting. I have actually already washed my face, brushed my teeth, brushed my hair, did all that. I forgot I was going to put my pretty new earrings on that my sister brought me from Hawaii. I don't know why I'm sweating like a freaking pig. Part of it, Mama's so out of shape. But I've been on the scooter, not even on crutches, on the scooter. I gathered up laundry and all of my dirty laundry and threw that downstairs so that the kids could put it in my basket because I can't go down the stairs yet. I did my face, got clean, brushed my hair, and then, what else have I even done? I got me some drinks to have over here to fill my awesome new bottle that my sister brought to me. This gorgeous Starbucks sipper. So gathered up some drinks. I did some tidying up in the upstairs bathroom. Gathered things that I need, except for the nail polish remover, which is what was my big thing today. But I did some tidying up there. I tidied up stuff in the kitchen, got the dishes stacked, and started a sink load of the things that can't go in the dishwasher. Okay, now that I'm saying this out loud, it does sound like quite a bit much, but I am a week in and I'm putting no weight on my foot. So I'm approved to get around on the scooter, to listen to my body, to put my foot up anytime I'm sitting down, which I do. I am staying on top of my pain today. I had to start the pain timers again because I messed up, but we're down to a fourth of the medicine that we were taking like the third day out from surgery. So I feel like we're making super progress, but I did get a little too confident last night and then woke up really miserable. So I'm back on the timers. On the table, we had a bunch of stuff left over from our Day of the Dead and from Halloween. So I started throwing stuff away, putting stuff away, and then moving things that need to go like in the attic or somewhere else that I can't do that part, but I can bring them over for the kids to put away. And then I started clearing off my table in here because it was driving me insane. It was just the clutter and being stuck here staring at the clutter. Also, Mariah, my youngest daughter, has a wax museum presentation coming up, and she'll be portraying Edgar Allan Poe. And so that's coming up really soon. So I needed to gather up the supplies. There's things we kept out from Halloween specifically for her wax museum, but they're kind of scattered. So I'm gathering those up. But to get to them, I've had to move all this other crap that was on the table, And I'm not just going to move it to the floor because I need to be able to ride through the floor. I need to be wheeling through the floor. Also, it just made more sense. Just go ahead and put that stuff away, or at least as close to put it away as I am able to right now. So the table is looking much better. I'll show you how it looks. Massive improvement. But I am just sweating like crazy. And I understand that when you are recovering, especially from a major surgery, reconstruction, no less, that your body is putting its energy into that. And so any other energy that you expend, you're already at a deficit. And so I'm thinking that's it. I mean, it's really cold today outside. I don't have the heater on. I have the fan going full blast in here, and I'm going to turn it on in the kitchen. I know some of you are right away probably thinking fever, infection, whatever. I took my temperature. My temperature is perfect. I don't have any other infection type symptoms or anything. I think really what it's down to is just I got a little excited, as I do. You guys know that once I start on something, I tend to just, bowl in a china shop on wheels. And then I start, I feel overconfident. And it's like, well, I did that. Now I can do this. And then I can do this. And oh, that needs to be done. And no one's gotten that done. And I'm sick of looking at this thing. And the kids have already done so many other things. And so has James and family and friends. And I am able to be semi-ambulatory. So I'm just going to jump in and be useful. And it's stuff that does need to get done anyway. And I know it's not just driving me crazy, it's driving my husband crazy to come home from long days of work all week and there to be a disaster. And yes, the kids do help and they do a lot, but they also have a lot of their own things going on. P.S. Olivia applied for a job. Woo! So, school and everything else. So, I don't want to put too much pressure on them, but also trying to be careful myself because I promised. Anyway, so I'm just a sweating pig. But I am now sitting, and I'm going to put my foot up. Like I said, I got out some cold drinks, refilled my water bottle, and I'm going to enjoy some more of my horror movies. Later today or tomorrow, I will finish cleaning off the table so that then I can attempt to start puzzling. I'm really excited for that. I am going to finish the one load of dishes that I started that has things that don't go in the dishwasher. I will finish those, but the rest of it I will probably leave for everybody else. I didn't leave them for everyone else. I just went ahead and got all the dishes done. And it felt wonderful. And then I had the kids put them away. So, I know. I definitely overdid it yesterday. I did. I am not going that crazy today. Depending on how I'm feeling, and I will honestly listen to my body and stop and rest and listen. Smart thing to do. And damn it, I am going to do my nails at some point. But for now, the smart thing, lay down, ice, elevate, and slow my brain down. Slow it down. You know, slow it all down. Slow down the endocrine system that's pumping out sweat. We're just going to slow it all down. All right, beware. I'm going to get all deep and philosophical here for a minute. I'm not condoning bad behavior, especially when you're trying to recover. But I am just going to say my truth, which is that sometimes the slight physical setback or feeling really uncomfortable and sweating like a pig is worth the mental and emotional gain of the activity that you did. I don't know that my surgeon would agree with that, but I'm certain my therapist would. Guess what? I took off the nail polish. I have yet to manicure or clean or, oh God, these poor nails. And definitely far, far away from applying any new nail polish, but just doing this. Whew. It's coming along. The stuff for Mariah's Edgar Allan Poe. That's that stuff there. Sorry, the bag. The bird on the cage thing. This bird. And possibly the light up hat. Not sure yet. I've sorted out reusable bags. I got out the puzzle. I've got my massage gun because my legs desperately need it today. And then it's a lot of odds and ends to clean up. I am going to work a little bit on Christmas. I'm going to start on Christmas cards and neighbor gifts. I'm going to have the kids put all of these party supplies away. I have my canes and apparatus mostly gathered over here, except for the knee peg leg thing. I've still got that right here. Why are they judging me? So not cool, Amazon. So not cool. A day and a week into this, we are changing out my bedding up here because it was getting unpleasant. So Mariah has taken down all the blankets and sheets that I was using and pillowcases. She brought up new pillowcases and a sheet. This is going to be so much fresher. And now I'm sitting here on the couch. My kitty has come to rest with me. Every day I feel a little bit better and more alive and just more like a person, more like myself, more hopeful, more excited. I am still on the pain timers, but again, I'm at like not even a third, I think seriously like a fourth of the amount of pain meds that I was taking the first few days. So I call that a serious win. Over this weekend, let's see, what day is this? Wednesday? I guess over the next few days, I will start cutting it down even more. It's tricky because the pills are really easy to break in half, but much harder to break into fourths, and I don't have like a pill clipper thing. So, I don't know. I wonder if nail clippers would help for that. I might give that a try. Anyway, I'm going to stick with the same timer, so like every 4 to 6 hours, but I will lower continually the dosage. And ideally, this is taking way longer than I had anticipated, but I haven't had any new pain med prescriptions or any of that, so we're still just using what he initially prescribed me. I'm just rationing, which is the way that you wean off of stuff. You just continually, lower, lower, lower. I'm going to try nail clippers. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm going to try it. Anyhow, I'm going to keep working toward that through this weekend. Much later goal, but sometimes that's life. You just got to roll with it. You got to adapt. And ideally, by Monday, I will be down to just Tylenol. Just have switched over completely to just Tylenol. I'm not taking any Tylenol right now because the meds that I have already have Tylenol in them. You got to be very careful with Tylenol. That one is a very dangerous one. I know you're like, I can get that at the grocery store. It is one you have to be very careful with. So, and Tylenol is in a lot of other medications. So just throwing that out there. If you are on any kind of opioids, be very careful, especially if they have Tylenol in them. Be careful what other meds you are taking. Anyhow, that is the plan. That is the goal. And just seriously, every day, a little bit better. Especially with my preciosa here with me. And the kids are handling this all so well. I mean, for everything that we have been through together as a family this year, especially this, the summer and early fall, yikes. They are just troopers. And I'm so grateful for them and my husband. And yesterday we all got so much done. There were all the things left that I just couldn't do, whether they were things that had to go outside or had to go in the attic, or because I just had plumb overdone it, which I admit I did overdo it yesterday. I'm not doing that today. But then the kids came home and they wanted to earn computer time. So Olivia took things and put them out in the shed, up in the attic. Got boxes, a box to put all the vases that were in the kitchen and put those away. Just all those kinds of things. Brought me the vacuum over here. Then when the other kids got home, Mariah did the vacuuming. Reagan put all the clean dishes away. Mariah did counters and stove and table. And Reagan took all the laundry for me and got all that taken care of and laundry going and just all these other little things. And then Mariah helping me put the new bedding and stuff here. I have amazing, amazing helpers. They are so wonderful. Between them and James and family and friends, I am just so incredibly fortunate. I wonder how, not to get, kind of into a darker place, but I wonder how people that don't have a fabulous support system or access to help, I don't know how you would do this. My grabber, super helpful. Grocery delivery, super helpful. But to even bring in the groceries, I would not be able to do that on my own without serious effort. I'm really lucky. Really fortunate. So incredibly fortunate. And I don't get all emotional right now. I do need a nap. I definitely need a nap. And Kitty is making sure that I know that. She's really good at modeling the right behavior for me, So, anyway, gonna do some rest now. Then I'll keep working on video editing that I'm doing, and then gently some of these other chores and things that I want to do, step at a time. Definitely not as crazy as yesterday. That was way too much, and I acknowledge that. But I have to say, it felt so good mentally to be productive, to feel like I was contributing and not just a lump on a log. The scooter works really well when I'm here on my own. Once everybody's home, it doesn't. There's just limited space and getting around and turning corners and everything, really tricky. I am going to attempt the crutches probably this weekend. I'm nervous about using them when on heavy pain medication. But like I said, I want to have weaned off completely this weekend. So I do want to try the crutches because that would be a little easier to get around. But it's a matter of I don't have the upper body strength, so I'm going to have to, work on that. I cannot put any weight at all on the foot, not even to balance, for many more weeks. So not sure about that. Going to attempt with the peg leg apparatus, but probably use crutches with that because the doctor said I needed to wait another week. Well, when I saw him, it would be 2 weeks, but from now, a week and a half before attempting that. But I figure if I use that with crutches, I don't know, we'll see. We'll give it a try very carefully with family around, just short distances. But I do think that would be really helpful in my getting around. I'm doing really great, like I said, during the day when the family's not here. I'm getting lots of motion, lots of activity going around doing things with the scooter. But then I'm kind of stuck right here the rest of the day because of just everything else going on. So mentally, I really do think the peg leg with or without crutches would be super helpful. Maybe if I was only using the peg leg here in the house and not attempting like stairs and stuff. Especially not our stairs that go down to the bedrooms. Oh, most of you know they are horrible. They're like this wide and like this steep. Yeah. So not going to do that. I still haven't been downstairs at all since surgery, but I'm really tempted to go down there and do a few things. I would have to go down on my ass and then scooch my way back up again using upper body strength to get back upstairs. It would take a long time. And down there, I would have to be either using the peg leg or the crutches because I'm not bringing the whole wheelie scooter down there. That's not happening. I just feel like mentally it would feel really good to be able to sleep in my own bed. I'm not sure how well that would work because I do have to have my foot elevated all night and I'm on the left and James is on the right, and the potential for getting accidentally kicked or bumped into, probably not the smartest. We could switch sides. I love the right side of the bed anyway, but that's a whole other story for another day. We should really talk about that, how I lost my favorite side of the bed and how I really should recommence that battle. But not right now. I would really like to get downstairs. Even if I can't sleep down there, there's things I would like to do. And just to feel that much more mobile and able. Do I have to get downstairs for anything right now? No, I don't. But there's some things I would like to get to bring upstairs or things to put downstairs. Although, let's be honest with ourselves about me. If I do that, it's so likely that I will end up doing too much. Because I will see things that need to be done and this and that, and we'll end up overdoing it. So, you guys are such a great sounding board, letting me think it all out loud. It is not smart for me to go down the stairs. Yet. So let's don't. Let's don't do that yet. Instead, let's attempt the crutches. Let's attempt the peg leg. Just short distances here when family's around, and probably with crutches. Let's try that. Yes, I am loving how much we have gotten done. The stuff that I started getting done and then got the kids to help me finish. It just feels so much better, and not having to stare at a pile of stuff and be so frustrated by it and feel like, claustrophobic and like everything's just closing in. So even though I did overdo it, I'm really glad I did, especially because I didn't end up getting hurt. So that's good. But also because now, while sitting, while resting, while laying here, it just doesn't look so awful. And I don't feel so crowded. The balance between physical and mental, emotional well-being. It's a tricky little trail. But I'm doing my best. Thank you all for your love and your support and your kindness, and anything else that you contribute or can contribute to this conversation about tools that you might need for your convalescence and the things that helped you the most while recovering from whatever you're recovering from, and also update us on your own journeys and how those things are going and how we can support each other. Even if it's just a shout out, a cheer. Hey, cheer for me. I'm going through this. I am so happy to cheer for you. I love that we have this place to support each other. I am going to rest, and I will talk to you all very soon.